What's up, investors? It's the Russian dude. In today's short video, let's talk about why the Fed pivot, the upcoming one of cutting the rates, might not save America from its worst nightmare, which is the problem of eternally never-ending climbing debt. Previously, we already talked about that whenever the Federal Reserve will start cutting rates, this might help to solve the situation with the US national debt at least a little bit. Because right now, whenever the rates are high, the interest payments are also extremely high. If you remember, every single day they are literally paying $3 billion. These are absolutely incredibly amazingly high numbers. And yes, these are just interest payments alone. This means that the debt itself is not reducing whatsoever. Apparently, America just continues to borrow even more debt just to continue paying for its financial programs, and well, this is one of its biggest problems. Because yes, as soon as the Federal Reserve starts to cut the interest rates, this might help the problem just a little bit, but it will not solve it entirely. Because according to this graph you can see right now on your screen, the US national debt will still continue to go up and almost vertically. It is just not that vertical. Instead of 85%, 85 degrees angle, this will be like what, 75 degrees angle. Still, the US national debt will be skyrocketing every single day, week and month. In order to solve the problem, the US debt itself needs to start to be reduced, because the less debt you have, the smaller are your interest payments. But, I mean, if you just continue to ramp it up, the interest payments will not go anywhere. You will still have to make those monthly payments. And this is exactly the biggest problem, the worst nightmare of the US economy, what to do with this debt, because America needs to continue using money to fund its programs. As soon as it slows down, some people will not receive this money, some programs will need to be shut down, the social security will suffer, the government payments will need to be reduced. Long story short, this is what America tries to avoid at all costs, and pretty much they are solving right now one problem at the expense of another, because inevitably whenever this debt bubble bursts, this is when everyone will feel it, and with the exaggerated strength. Because as you can see, once again according to this graph, yes, if the Feds they do cut the rates, which most likely will happen, the interest payments will decrease and just go from $1.4 trillion per year in approximately July 2025 to $1.2 trillion per year. So, well, as you can see, still more than $1 trillion in interest payments alone. And personally, just like yesterday, I remember that we did cross $1 trillion per year in these interest payments, and well, now, as you can see, it almost goes up by 20–40% in less than a year. Once again, yes, cutting the rates will help just a little bit with the payments, but until the problem itself in its core, in its nature, is not going to be solved, America will continue to delay the inevitable, to kick the can down the road, but eventually there will be once again a dead end. So I will be very curious to see what American government comes up with to solve this problem, and whenever they do propose at least some solutions, or whenever the bubble starts to burst, guys, I will be here to report on this news as well. So if you're curious to see what's happening, what's about to happen, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, see you tomorrow.